I want to tell you a story. Not about trophies, not about fame, not about the moments you see on television. I want to tell you the story behind all of that. The story of a boy who refused to break, a boy from a small island, a boy who had nothing, a boy who dreamed of everything. That boy was me. I was born on Madeira, a place of beauty, but not a place of luxury. It is an island where the mountains are tall, the streets are narrow, and the opportunities are very few. My family was simple. My father worked hard, harder than his body allowed. My mother sacrificed everything, her youth, her comfort, her dreams, so that her children could have a life she never had. We lived in a small house, sometimes too small, sometimes too silent, sometimes too full of worries. But in that house, a dream was growing, a dream of football, not the dream of being famous, not the dream of money. I was too young to understand those things. I just loved the ball. I loved the sound of it hitting the wall. I loved chasing it across the streets. I loved the way time stopped when I played. When I had the ball at my feet, I felt free. Free from pain, free from fear, free from everything that felt heavy in life. People ask me, Cristiano, where does your discipline come from? It comes from hunger. Not metaphorical hunger, real hunger. We didn't always have enough, and when life teaches you that, you learn to fight for every little thing. I was hungry to help my family, hungry to become someone, hungry to prove that even a boy from an island in the Atlantic Ocean could do something great. Football wasn't my escape, it was my weapon. Every day after school, I ran to the pitch. I didn't care about homework. The ball was my teacher. I would practice for hours, dribbling, shooting, running, sweating, gasping for breath. Kids around me played for fun. I played like my life depended on it. Because in a way, it did. I was 12 years old when my life took its first turn. A coach from Sporting Lisbon came to watch me. He observed me quietly, just standing on the sideline. But I could feel his eyes, and I said to myself, Cristiano, this is your moment. Not tomorrow, not next week, not someday. Today. And I played like my soul was on fire. Every run, every touch, every goal, I pushed myself beyond my limits. After the match, he came to me and said, "You have talent, but talent is not enough. You will have to leave home if you want to become something." That night I cried, not because I was scared, but because I knew what leaving meant. It meant leaving my mother, the woman who gave me everything. It meant leaving my father, who struggled but never gave up. It meant leaving my friends, my island, my childhood. At 12 years old, I had to choose, stay in comfort or chase greatness. And I chose the harder road. Lisbon was beautiful, but I didn't see beauty. What I saw was distance. Distance from home, distance from love, distance from everything familiar. I was surrounded by kids who were stronger, taller, better fed, boys who had families visiting every week. I was the skinny boy from Madeira who spoke differently, who cried at night, who felt alone. Some nights the room felt so cold that I wrapped myself in the blanket and whispered, "You cannot break, not now." People bullied me because of my accent, because I was emotional, because I cared too much. But let me tell you something about pain. It's the greatest fuel. I trained harder than everyone. If they trained 2 hours, I trained 4. If they did 20 sprints, I did 50. If they rested, I practiced free kicks for hours. I wasn't the most talented, but I was the most obsessed. And obsession can outrun talent any day. People saw my goals. They didn't see my sacrifices. They saw the confidence. They didn't see the nights I cried into my pillow. They saw the trophies. They didn't see the injuries I played through. They saw the success. They didn't see the loneliness. Greatness has a price, and most people are not willing to pay it. But I was willing, because I knew what I wanted. I knew what I was chasing. I knew that my dream was worth the pain. Not better than others, better than myself yesterday. That is the key. That is the secret. That is the mindset of greatness. When I was 14, something happened that changed me forever. A teacher in school mocked me. She laughed at my dreams and said, "Football will not feed you. Stop dreaming. Focus on reality." I stood up, trembling, angry, hurt, and said, "Football is my reality." That was the last day I went to that school. I made a promise to myself. One day, the world will know my name. One day, this pain will be my strength. One day, I will become someone no one can ignore. And from that day, I upgraded my mindset. I wasn't training to be good. I was training to be the best.